vocational school.
So it wasn't college.
Yes, it was. I used to be a respiratory therapist. So that's college. And some old lady said, "Be your own rock star." I was like, "Fuck, that's sick. I like that."
That's cute.
I like it.
Yeah, because
I
they don't care.
Yeah.
But I care sometimes.
Is it recording, Taylor? All right, bomb.
Let me check that one. I didn't check it yet.
You can go and check it real quick.
You're doing such a great job.
Oh my god, it's in manual focus, so
Wait,
you can be
do your-
blurry as shit.
Do the button phone thing again.
Wait, you're not gonna be able to see it. I'm
Oh.
telling you.
Yeah, what's your OnlyFans at, dude? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Kidding again.
Oh my god.
Taylor works
There
on
go
my
lighter.
team, which is why we are the way we are.
I love it. I love it.
Her employee
pop girls know how
needs
to
to
do it.
resemble Allie, so you know.
Yes, of
it's-
course. I hire people sometimes. I'm like, fuck, I fucked up. You are
Well,
not.
at
You are
least-
not
Not
my
me.
shit.
Not my
Yeah,
people.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
No, for sure.
My girls are all my people. Some are a little less extreme.
Yeah. Welcome to Weddings Uncensored, where we drink and talk and talk and drink. I am Kyle.
I am Allie.
And we have...
Joey.
Yay!
Yeah.
We are here to break down the good, the bad, and the downright crazy of this whole wedding industry. Thanks for joining us today, Joey.
Wow, thanks for having me.
Cheers.
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 Sorry,
With
Chipotle.
your shitty Chipotle.
Yeah.
Could have at least put it in a glass for you.
No, it's okay. I want to brand it.
That we could get
Would
sponsored.
would you like all couples in tips to just tip you Chipotle?
Yeah, because a lot of times they don't tip at all.
I would prefer Chipotle gift cards than nothing.
Okay, quick story on the tips thing. Okay,
go.
okay,
We're here. We're here for it.
Okay, I shot this wedding in Malibu. The coordinator was an absolute oh, I don't even know what
Go.
that
Go.
fucking, oh, she was a wreck.
Yeah.
I think she was on drugs for sure. She
Okay.
was psycho. She was like, not that I had anything to do with it. She was like 4'3" or something, just like running around like a little tank.
Okay.
And I was like, this
4'3".
bitch is sus. And so, anyways, I get a thank you card from the couple.
Okay.
And I open it at night. That usually means there's a tip.
Yes. Yeah.
Usually.
There was no tip.
It was just a thank you card?
Yeah, I was like, okay.
Honestly, don't even give me a card.
Yeah, I know. And not to be rude,
But
but it puts me in a weird position because you should always overly thank your couple, but I'm going to overly thank you if you give me like $500 tip or something.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. Or like-
oh my God, thank you. So I had to awkwardly text the couple, and I said, hey, I had to lay it out. Like, your coordinator was a little shady. I just didn't enjoy her. She sucked, and I just think that maybe, if there was a tip, she might have stole it. Now, if there wasn't, don't worry about it. I just want to let you know, and that's totally cool. And like, oh no, sorry, that's just a thank you card, and we just wanted, we're gonna give you a tip later. They didn't tip later, but
They never do.
I know they never do.
Oh, I was going to
They
tip
forget.
after the
Yeah.
video.
Oh yeah.
After I get the video or the photo. No.
Oh my God.
No, it
and
doesn't happen.
And then this past weekend, now that I had this insecurity, and then that was like 2 years ago. I had to text the coordinator. I said, because someone said they heard someone say tip. So one of my shooters was like, okay, yeah, we didn't get one. I text the coordinator. I was like, hey, now I just want to make sure, like, so that I can overly thank the couple. Like, did we get a tip at all? And she was like, oh no. I was like, all right, cool, whatever.
Yeah.
And this is like a fucking multi-million-dollar estate, private estate. His dad's
I know.
wealthy as shit.
Those are rough. When
weird.
you don't
It's
get a
always
tip on those,
The rich
it's like,
people, though.
True.
It's like how the fanciest resorts, like you get the worst vendor meal too. You
Oh
know?
my God! And
It's
like we're giving you free marketing.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't really talked about tips much on this
I think it would be
episode,
a
which is
great-
really not what this episode is about, but we may as
Yeah.
well get
Yeah,
into
you're right,
it
you're
from
right.
a
Yeah,
coordinator
yeah.
perspective.
100%.
My rule I tell people, I mean, I'm like, candidly, we get tipped like 70% of the time. So like, you probably want to be in that 70%, right?
yeah.
That's
Hell yeah.
really good. I am
really
not
good.
getting
Yeah, no.
70%.
Well, we also like encourage our clients.
Right, and that's what I
We
love
have, like,
about
a
good
tipping
coordinators.
vendor
Yeah.
sheet that we're
Yes.
like a tip sheet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like if you are, but I always tell people like, so there's the real world and there's the wedding world, right? People who you tip in the real world, you should definitely tip. That's your hair and makeup people, drivers, food and beverage, right? You tip all those people in
Yep.
your real life. But like vendor specifics, you don't necessarily have to, but most of the time it is encouraged.
It's like, wouldn't you like to get a bonus at your work?
Oh, for sure.
But what I tell
I'm pretty
people,
sure you would.
I think people get
You know?
overwhelmed of like 20% of like a $7,000 video. It's like a lot,
lot.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
That's
No,
a lot.
So
sure.
let's make this very clear to our viewers: like $100, $200,
Yeah.
Chipotle gift card, really anything
Yeah.
is
Something is
super.
just awesome.
Oh, I'm
super
so stoked on
appreciated.
$100. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, cool. My gas, whatever it
Yes.
is.
Yeah.
And I had a great point right here, and I forgot.
And I do think it's okay to tip
If it comes back, just interrupt.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's okay to tip after because I will say as a coordinator, I've never stolen anybody's tips, but I have made the executive decision where I was like, the photographer was a fucking dick. He showed up 30 minutes late. Like, I'll give it back to the client.
Right.
And then they can decide.
Yeah,
if they
I
wanna
love
give it-
that.
Yes.
I love
but,
that.
I like that.
I would not give him a tip, so I'm not going to do that, you know, but you have to be a real asshole for me to make that executive decision.
Yep.
Okay, this might be a scummy thing on me. Okay, but when you tip me, I have a greater attraction toward you that I want to over succeed. I should always over succeed anyway.
Yeah.
But that's the scummy part, right?
I don't feel
Well,
like
I
that's
think
scummy though. To
human
be honest,
Okay,
nature,
okay.
I'm
right?
scummy with you if that's the case.
Okay. Okay.
100%.
Okay.
Because if I get a tip from a couple, then I'm like, I really want to like go above and beyond.
Yeah.
Maybe the deliverables are the same, but guess what? Now they're done faster.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit
You
faster.
get it a week sooner than I anticipated.
Or I'm more encouraged to make a reel.
A reel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like I love
100%.
you guys. I want to wow you more.
Yeah.
Or like you treated me so well that day. Like,
Right.
I just want to like blow your mind really quick.
Yeah. Of like, because sometimes what I'll do too is like for the couples that give tips of like, for a reel, all I need to do is I know there's at least 5 clips that I got really excited about. I could just make that a slow-mo one reel and just send it off to you the next day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's not that difficult.
And it's not grueling. It feels good to do like that. And I'm not talking like $500 or anything. You can do $50.
Yeah.
Even the slightest makes a thought in my brain that you thought about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I feel
100%.
appreciated. I think that's the biggest part in the wedding industry is feeling appreciated.
100%.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. I think it's like not as much about the $100 as much as like that felt really good. Like you appreciate that. I put a lot of work into this. Like a lot of us are in this industry. We're not making buco bucks. Like we're really not. So it does mean something. But there's other things that you can do to make your vendors feel appreciated as well. You know, I had one. This only happened like once in 10 years. But she made every vendor like this little goodie bag, and it had like snacks and like bottles of water
that's really cool.
and like this little like handwritten thank you note, and like it was fucking kind of cool though.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like she thought of it. She's like, these people are going to be working 12 plus hours. Like, you know, there's other nice ways that you can do it. Also, reviews, right? Like we all.
Please give us the reviews.
I could do
If
a
it's
whole
5 stars,
episode on
then
how
that's
much.
Only 5. Only 5
Only
stars.
5.
I could do a whole episode on how much I hate Yelp and all of that shit. But at the same time, it is important for our businesses. So that kind of thing makes a difference too.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I want to recap real quick. We didn't really introduce you.
Oh shit.
So we have Joey here. Do you pronounce your last name Reger?
Yeah, it's like eager.
Reger.
Eager,
All right,
Reger.
cool. I just wanted to make sure before fucking it up.
No, you're good.
No,
Reger.
but so you do photo and video.
Yeah.
I caught on to you probably like 6 months after I started
think I
wedding
remember that.
videography.
I do remember that.
And I just started randomly hitting you up and just saying I like your work and so on and so forth. And almost
slide into his
5
DMs?
years later, almost 5 years later,
We finally meet.
This is our first time finally meeting in person.
Oh, it
Yeah,
is?
yeah.
Oh,
But
I
it
thought
feels-
you guys were like homies.
I mean, we
mean,
are.
it feels like
It feels.
honestly.
It feels like
it was just
nothing.
the first time that we were actually
like.
like, we have a reason outside because he lives far. You live in Redlands.
An hour. Radlands.
Radlands.
Yeah. Well, I live in Mentone. We call it Meth Tone.
Okay.
There's a lot of druggies everywhere, but I
Gotcha.
love it. It's unincorporated. I'm a
Yeah,
block
yeah, yeah.
away from Redlands, so I get the Redlands,
Yep.
and I don't pay Redlands prices.
Oh, nice.
Yes, it's very nice.
Nice.
Okay, and how long have you been doing your business? And like, just give us like the 2-minute of how you got started.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's my spiel when people contact me,
Go
right?
for it.
Someone
Yes.
inquires.
Boom. What
I'm-
happens?
I'm a freak. So like 30 seconds later, I'm already looking at their phone number. I put it into the
Copy and
text
paste
messenger,
it.
copy and paste. I also look at the things they tell me, what kind of music they're into, if they're in TV shows, and I go, hey, couple name. It's Joey Reger, photographer / videographer extraordinaire, and I'm here to tell you,
Yes.
and blah, 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 right? And then, but I also tell them, this is also a filtration of, can you handle me? So this is it. And I just had a couple not even respond to my text or my email.
Dang.
Like, fuck,
They were
that's-
like, all right.
but I'm
that's a
happy.
side note.
But
Yeah.
that's why I do those. I do those because
smart, though.
one, the couple's like, holy shit, this guy's quick. No one else is doing that.
Yeah.
Are you doing that?
I don't do a video.
No,
I don't
that's
do a
actually
video.
really cool. I've
Yeah.
never heard of
I
that.
do an immediate text message though.
Yeah, so you
even if
gotta
it's-
do video.
Even if it's late, I will. I'll
Okay.
do it next time.
It's more personal.
Yeah, I'll do it next time. Actually, I'll do it today because I had an inquiry
Do
last
it.
night.
Yes,
All right.
yes. And I'm telling you, the
Cute.
conversion rate is incredible.
Okay.
And now they already know what they're dealing with. And
Yeah.
they should already know that anyway,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is
yeah.
also full service coordination is tough for me. I kind of hate it, but I kind of love it because also I don't have to deal with the couple, but I want to deal with the couple.
Yeah.
But a lot of times the couple doesn't like me because they never met me because the coordinator
and they don't know
requested me, but they're like, so I'm like, damn, this is not my type of person.
Yeah.
But whatever.
But finding your ideal client is like super important. We talked about this on another podcast. Like, do you feel like you, because of your marketing and like your social media, for anyone who doesn't follow Joey, there's like a lot happening. Like that helps probably for you to find your ideal client.
Oh yeah. Oh, because I know 'cause I'm so active on my stories. I'm very vocal with how I feel about certain things, and so my whole thing is, I've been doing this since 2014, and my whole thing is most photographers are good photographers, and we all shoot the same, and it's kind of just across the board.
Yeah.
Where I try to promote myself is I'm going to be a part of your day and make you comfortable and make everybody say, God, that guy was fucking awesome. Yes. He was so fun.
Love it.
That, and even the parents will tell me, man, you were so great. Or like, you're so good. Like, you haven't even seen my work. Like, these people haven't seen my work. The couple has.
Yeah.
And like, how do they already know that? Well, it's because the way that I,
Yeah, you made them feel.
It's your brand.
I play all day. Yeah, exactly.
The
So
way
that's
you
why
made him feel. Well, you call yourself a hype videographer, and that's
Yes.
certainly like our vibe as well. And you kind of, hopefully from our marketing and the way that we communicate through the whole process, like on the day we are going to be there to help start the party and make everyone have a good time.
it's so important.
We actually just got an inquiry. There's another person in the room here.
Tay-Tay's over here.
What's up, girl? What's up, girl?
It was super confusing because it was an initial phone call, and she was like, I love your Instagram. I listen to the podcast, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, like this is easy, right? Like I'm totally going to book this one. And then after I kind of gave her my whole spiel at the end, she's like, we just really want to make sure who's ever there is on the day is like pretty mellow, like really, like we don't need them on a dance floor. Like she said that specifically. And there's like videos of me like on all the dance floors, all the weddings that I do.
Footage
and
of
I was
you on
like,
the dance floor.
this is so confusing because she said it wasn't like she just randomly found me like on Yelp, She did not hire us for the record. I was like,
I
are you
would
just
say
calling
it's for the
to
best, though. It's for the best.
It totally
Oh, hell
is.
yeah.
It totally is. And maybe like you think that you're like, oh, this girl's Instagram is fun, but then as soon as you're actually on the phone call with me and I'm like, fuck this, and like whatever, she might be like, that might have been too much. And that's okay too. But like you don't want to be everybody's
No fly
cup
on the
of
wall.
tea.
I can't fly on the wall. Can't do it. Cannot do it. I won't do it. I'll be miserable.
And there's plenty of couples out there for all of us. So like you don't need to take the jobs that
hell
don't
yeah.
feel like a good
Oh,
fit.
there's so many couples. Right now it's a little of a drought, but
Yeah. Right now it's a little slow for the I'd say wedding industry.
I'm
I
hearing
think it'll
that.
pick back up.
I thought
think
about OnlyFans, but I'm being serious.
just sell
for
feet.
myself.
Just sell some feet pics.
Well, no.
See how it goes.
Apparently, if your dudes love dudes on OnlyFans, then I could play the part.
I could play the part.
Hey, if you need a videographer,
We're all really slow right now. If you need a coordinator.
Can you coordinate this plug up my butt, please?
Coordinator / fluffer.
oh my gosh,
A little ice cube in my butt.
gosh.
Just watch it.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
You can probably take that part
Taylor
out.
could be the assistant.
Taylor can come too. Oh my god.
Oh,
It's a good thing
amazing.
Taylor's not on video right now.
She'd be
Man.
dying. She'd be dying.
I love
Oh
this.
my gosh.
I love
Well, yeah. More people get married, so we're not all forced to start an OnlyFans business, please.
Honestly,
Please.
okay, we need to stick back to the weddings.
Yes.
Hold on. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
for the couples though, it would be good for them to know of if you like the aesthetic and you like the brand of who you're hiring, it's not going to be any different on your wedding day. And if you want something different, don't hire that vendor if you're going for a specific vibe and that vendor doesn't match with it.
Yeah, personality wise and like artistically, right? Because like you have a style. Most photo video have a style,
Right.
and don't like ask them to do something that they don't do.
Right.
And you're gonna be disappointed if you're like, well, I just
Have you-
really like this guy's personality, but
Yeah.
you know, whatever. It all has to mesh.
Yes.
Have you had that before where a couple hires you and they're like, but can you do it this way?
Oh, yeah.
And this way?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
But it's very different than what you would create.
But it's in the worst times when you don't have money. And you're like,
And you have to take the job.
And
what-
you're just
what do you
like,
want?
I guess I can try. Yeah.
what do you want? I got you.
Yeah.
And then you just you
just
did
do it.
not you didn't do the best because it's not your stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
whatever.
true.
Yeah.
But you can just
I
do
don't
it.
think it's ever gonna be the best because I mean just the artistic that
Yeah.
seriously though, it's like you're not inspired to create something that you want to create. You're creating something that they want.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
I want couples that they're excited about what I want to
Yeah.
create.
And that's why I don't let couples choose music when I edit video. Because I'm like, I don't.
I let them I give them the benefit of the doubt of like, give me the genre.
Exactly what I'm gonna say. The
Yeah,
genre.
yeah,
I'll tell
yeah,
So
yeah.
the genre. So I tell them, what kind of music do you like? I cannot give you top 40. I can't give you any of that. It's impossible.
Don't ask for Bruno Mars.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Don't do it.
So here's music bed.
Also, just don't ask for Bruno Mars.
And you give exactly
For real. Unless it's Bruno getting married, I will absolutely.
Oh yeah.
You probably wouldn't even want his
He
own
wouldn't
song.
want his own song.
Absolutely not.
No, you ever notice that
wants
famous
some,
people
Marvin
just hire
Gaye
the
or something.
shittiest vendors? Like fucking who I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
It's probably because it's all just the same circle of people that refer. You know what I mean? Like I feel like there's the same 3 videographers. I'm sure we're all thinking of the same people that get all these gigs.
Well, Justin Bieber had Jose Villa, so that was good.
Oh, okay, that's a good one.
Jose Villa is amazing.
Do you mostly work around here? Do you travel at all?
I travel everywhere.
Okay.
Actually, my next wedding's in the middle of nowhere in Washington.
Oh, cool.
I thought you were about to say
taking
Redlands.
No. I kind of refuse. I hate it. I kind of get embarrassed. Oh shit. I shouldn't. I don't know, because you can tell how much someone charges by what vendors they shoot at.
Yeah.
Sure. I guess that's an ego thing. I'll shut up. But anyways, it's an ego thing.
I'd say it's an experience thing too, because you're not going to see inexperienced people at luxury or high weddings. You know what I mean? So I think it's an experience. I wouldn't say, sure, there's a little pride, you know what I mean, and it's not I don't think it's a bad pride of no, I'm proud to have been able to shoot at these venues or plan at these venues.
Yeah, no, for sure, but it's
it's not always just a budget thing, right? Because some of our coolest weddings have been lower budget, and some of our douchiest weddings have been really high budget.
Yes.
So I think it just depends also on what they make of it and the people, for sure.
People, 100%.
So I'm going. So we're flying to Idaho, and then we're gonna take some weird airplane and land on grass. No, worse, scarier. It's scary.
A little guy.
It's got to land on grass.
Yeah.
Oh dang.
There's no service. There's a sauna next to a freaking river. I cannot wait. And it's a whole entire weekend. So we're gonna hike and get a whole bunch of there are only 30 people.
Oh,
and that's what I want to shoot.
Nice.
That's what I want to
That
shoot.
sounds really fun.
It's so much more intimate. It's so much more just probably cheap. Well, not cheaper for them. They're literally flying everybody and all that.
Yeah.
But in general, smaller
That's
weddings
the
are
thing,
cheaper.
right? It's not just about
you can
but it's
ball out.
we're gonna create this really cool experience for our guests, and we obviously want someone cool to shoot it and everything too.
Yeah. There's one thing that they did tell me that couple, they don't want me to do the 8mm filter, which I totally agree. I've been watching my older films. I'm like, fuck, I use that way too much. So I'm gonna stop actually using it for the most part. But I was like, okay, I can stop that. That's easy.
Yeah,
that's a trend right now, right?
I mean, it's been.
Yeah.
I was shooting 8mm in 2017, and now it's huge because Instagram Reels a wedding shot on 8mm.
Yeah.
How come I didn't make that reel?
I have it as an a la carte. You can add it. So I have one film on the website where it has it, and then people really like it.
Yeah,
I'm
they
like,
love it.
yeah. You can add it on.
Yeah.
It costs $500.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because
Because
the
it's
film
fucking
costs
expensive.
so much. Yeah, it's so expensive. God.
It's not like digital where I can just reuse
Exactly.
the cards.
Yeah.
It's not like that. So
And how long have you been doing this in general?
9 years.
So do you think that social media and Instagram Reels and all of that has changed what people ask for and changed the way that customers relate to you?
Film.
Yeah.
Social media has made couples see film a lot more.
Yeah.
And so,
especially recently, it's now the video is everything.
And I've always shot film here and there, and I have my own darkroom. I always try to I want to do it myself, and I hated it. It was too much work. But I've been very uninspired lately, and so I went and got a medium format film camera, and now I shoot a lot of film at weddings, and it's been like a renaissance in my life of just God, this is great. I look forward to everything, and I can just do this and that. And I started using a zoom lens. I used to only use prime lenses all the time. That's it. But now I use a 24-70. That's it.
Yeah.
I used to despise it because of the look it gives, but now I'm
it's
no
a
longer
little softer,
and it's not all the bokeh.
It's not creamy.
1.2.
Yeah.
You know, so that's been different for me too. And
I don't know what any of those things mean, but it sounds hot.
Yeah, it's a little less hot.
A little less. Yeah. A little
less hot. It's not hot.
But it's convenient.
Prime is very hot.
Yeah.
Zoom is I'll accept you.
Yeah. Zoom photographers are the ones who use flash during the daytime.
Yes.
And I don't mean to talk trash. I hate it. I don't care. Why are you using flash?
Trash.
Why the fuck?
Not in daytime.
This is
not
why
in daytime.
it's uncensored.
Why are you using your flash out in the daytime? Use your natural light. It looks so stupid. It looks like you're superimposed couples. I mean, I guess if you do it right, I wouldn't even know. That's how you should do it. Yeah.
100%.
Flash at a reception, of course. I used to use the
you have
off camera in the corners, and I don't do that shit at all anymore. I thought I had to when I first started.
I think it's just do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, no, for sure. But I'm still talking shit on people that use them.
Okay, will you use sorry, this is probably not for our couples, but anyway,
no.
24 to 70 I'll use when I shoot solo. Just
Okay,
because
yeah.
it's easier for me to get the wide shot and then zoom in and get the tight shot without moving.
Oh, for video especially.
Yeah.
But for photo, I'm saying 24 to 70 has been good for me. But yeah, for video, I love zoom lenses for video. Oh yeah,
definitely
love
easier for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Okay, well that was fun.
Yeah.
So,
I know. I'm sorry. Hey,
I acknowledge that we weren't going to talk for the couples for a second.
our photo video friends are gonna listen to this.
they're gonna love this. They're gonna love that.
I don't even think couples follow me anymore.
They're gonna love it. So I guess I was asking too with the social media thing, like, do you feel like people have different expectations? Like you said, you make reels now, like as part of the like weird deliverables and stuff.
I've always made them though.
Oh, you have? Oh, so you were the starter.
I mean, I was always shooting vertical before reels started going, and I was always doing things
Before phones were even made vertical.
When phones were horizontal, I was shooting vertical. Were phones ever horizontal? Oh yeah, no, BlackBerry.
Like a BlackBerry
Yeah,
or
little
the
sidekick.
Oh, dude,
Remember?
I forgot about
It was
those.
mostly horizontal.
Yeah,
Stephanie had one of those. I just remember the sound it made when you flipped it out.
they were neat.
They were neat.
A Juicy Couture one, yeah, special. Yeah, I mean, Instagram has been my greatest, aside from vendor referral, meaning you guys.
Yeah.
I don't, not like, I don't get referrals from like, well, I guess florists kind of refer me, but usually it's coordinators because they want to work with me.
Yeah.
And then second to that is Instagram. And I don't do any marketing. Like I don't pay for marketing. My site's not built for SEO. I don't know any of that stuff.
Yeah.
And I've just been getting lucky, and now I think my luck has ran out. But everyone's has, so I think maybe it's not that.
I would say I don't think it's you.
it's a season.
Yeah.
I've heard it from 100% of vendors across the board that this year is just like a weird year. Like there's not.
I randomly don't have
it.
any gigs in August.
I don't have
That
any.
never
I
happens.
don't have any from June 17th to September 25th.
Dang.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
Well, the OnlyFans is definitely happening.
I know. I don't know.
Stay tuned, viewers. Starting in June 18th.
Do gay dudes like dudes with boobs? Like I don't know.
I think
There's a market out there for everything.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
I love my gay dudes though.
Yeah.
Like I really do. I love them so much. They really appreciate.
They're really
me.
fun too.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah.
Did you have a format for today's interview that you were going to ask?
I think the topic was things about the past few weddings that we've been to. Maybe like give it the past month.
Okay.
And maybe things that would be helpful for the couples out there to listen into just from a vendor perspective. Good and or bad. I can start it off, I guess.
Okay.
One would be I think I actually mentioned it in the photo one, but the first one that comes into mind was a couple, their videographer was in the hospital, so they couldn't be there. So they booked me the day of the morning of their wedding. And so normally I would ask these questions of like on a consultation call of like, what's your style? Are we a good fit? I shoot super candid. I don't like the pose, cinematics, all that slow motion stuff. I don't get really excited about it. But obviously I didn't have that luxury to ask those questions because it's the morning of. So I walk into the bridal suite. I'm like, hi, my name's Kyle. Thanks for having me. And what do you want?
Yeah.
She's like, I was like, you can do candid or you can tell me if you prefer the cinematic stuff. She's like, I really love candid. I don't want to be posed at all. I hate being posed. And I said, hell yeah, we're going to have a great fucking time today. But the photographers that were booked long ago and was chosen by the couple are very posy. You know what I mean? Like very like be dramatic and telling the groom to like turn in the windows and all the moodiness. The groom is a comedian.
Oh, good.
So like, but that's the exact opposite of what you would want.
Yeah.
Like he couldn't help but smile, and my big ass mouth.
Oh, you want to be serious?
Yeah.
Oh.
My big ass mouth couldn't help but just like chuckle along, and I'm making him laugh too. So like we're all having a good time. The photographer is getting pissed because he's looking for this like moodier, serious pose, and I'm like, dude, this is not what he's not enjoying it.
Yeah.
Flash forward over to the bride now. The other photographer, same exact thing. Everything is very posy, but like on video, we get to hear all of the audio. So we just hear the cringe. I just hear all the cringe statements from the bride of like, "Oh, this is so normal," and I love just staring at my mom. This is what we do all the time.
Because it feels so awkward, they have to do that. Yeah.
And I'm like, on the video, I'm like, how am I going to edit your film? Because I can hear you say you're very uncomfortable.
Right.
So just make sure the hot take, I guess, from that one would just be make sure the vibe of, which we already talked about, the vibe of what you want is the vibe of the vendor.
Yes.
Don't ask the vendors to do something they don't naturally do.
Yeah. Because it's not going to work.
Because it's not going to work.
Yeah.
I got a question for you then.
Okay.
Okay. We're into the reception. Okay, grand entrance. What is your ideal flow that doesn't make shit awkward? Like, let's get down and dance. Everyone sit the fuck down. Now we're gonna do the first dance. No, don't. This is so awful.
No, I never do. All the dances are together during dance time. I hate grand entrance into first dance or like moving people and then moving people again.
Okay, you don't like to do grand entrance all the dances?
Oh, well, you can do that.
Get them out the way.
Or have everyone just sit and then dance. The formal dances lead into dance time.
Okay.
But I feel like it's weird to do just the first dance.
Oh yeah.
And then sit
eat, and then go back out.
Yeah. I don't love that.
So then what's your ideal flow then?
Well, I think I'm thinking too about like, it depends on how many humans there are and where we're moving people around.
See, I never think of this stuff.
Yeah, like
I'm trying to build a timeline.
Yeah.
A month before the wedding with my couple, and I'm like, hey, tell your coordinator, let's get all this shit out the way.
Yeah. And I'm okay with
But
that.
now
A lot
I'm
of
kinda
couples like that because I don't want to sit through and like be nervous thinking about my first dance or whatever. So, I mean, we'll do whatever, but usually I'm thinking about like certain venues, the dance area is over here and then dinner's over here. And if I have to move 130 people, it's going to add on an extra 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm usually thinking about overall flow. And then like, does my couple want to maximize dance time later, like party time? Because if that's the case, then I'm going to do it in the fastest way, not necessarily in maybe what would be the smoothest or whatever.
Okay.
So I usually have like some different things. So it depends on the venue, the amount of humans in the building that I have to like manage. And like if there's a big wedding party, what does that grand entrance situation look like? We also have a lot of really low key couples, like in the way that they're not doing like a really insane grand entrance, or like a lot of them are like, we don't even want to do a first dance. Like they're just that kind of like mellow, like non-traditional. So I think it probably depends.
Okay.
But there's like I like constructing a timeline early, and we've talked about this before, but like your photo video should be asking you that shit like early too, for all those reasons. But I think as a coordinator, like what we're doing starting months and months before is mitigating all those risks of like what you said, like the things that can go wrong. There's still shit that happens, but that's all of the questions that I ask when I'm building the timeline. In like the vendor team associated is really just trying to figure out how to avoid all those things on the day.
Yep.
Obviously stuff still happens, right? Like I think the things you can't necessarily anticipate are people's emotions. Like, and sometimes you think you're gonna be so chill or like vibey or whatever, and you're just like anxious as all hell, and you know your mom's being a bitch, and so like you took a Xanax and that didn't go well. Like whatever.
Nancy with her iPad ruin your fucking ceremony photo.
Yeah, just that is like the hardest thing to control. Is all the personalities and like the emotions are the one thing that I'm like, okay, I've done everything I can to mitigate every possible shit that can go wrong. But then like,
something happens.
Mom is, a cunt and needs to and like ruin the day. I mean, it happens. It totally happens.
Should I make a timeline more earlier than a month?
I think, well, if you're hiring a planner or coordinator, hopefully they're talking to you about that kind of stuff early, And I think it should be like collaborative. So I usually make a timeline because I'm the planner and I'm also like a control freak. But I always run it by photo and video before anything else because every team is a little bit different. Yeah, everyone's a little different. I'm like, here's my like industry averages based on what I think and what I've seen. I've been doing this for 10 years. But do you like more time doing getting ready photos? Do you think that this isn't enough? Like then I'll let you zhuzh it by 20 minutes here and there any way that you go. Yeah. I think it should be collaborative for everybody. The only other people, catering sometimes has a 2 cents to say about it, right? Like, oh, you're going to need a full 90 minutes for dinner, things like that. Everyone else will pretty much go off of what I say, the full, every other vendor. Yeah. But I think it should be really collaborative between photo and video because those are the biggest people that are like in your face all day too at the wedding, right? Yeah.
And sometimes we see the couple more than the planner. You know what I mean? Because we're right there the whole day. We're
and
there
I just
to document
see how much it impacts the like overall enjoyment of your day is like if we're not organized and family photos is taking forever and like shit's going awry. Like, I mean, I've seen couples like in tears before because that's like stressful.
Oh, no.
Or, you know, we, again, like your couple that you were talking about, like, they're just like the photo is making me so awkward and like we're ruining our time. It's hours spent on photo video a day. So like I do not underestimate the importance of like who you're hiring and the timing and the plan and being really organized with that. I think I talk about family photos with my couples for like so long and they're probably like, why are we still talking about this?
Yeah, I mean, you never get all that family together like that.
No, but I need it to be organized because I don't want to see you crying and I'm not going to go yell and find
every
grandma.
combination and we're going to scream it out and I'll make it fun. I make the families go nuts. They love it. I'm like, all right, on deck. Like, I make it not so boring because it is boring. They want to go party in the cocktail hour.
So like I'll usually have Stephanie or whoever's taking photo. Their only job is to take the photo. I don't record family photos for video because it's a family photo moment.
You don't do like a really?
Nope.
Wow.
I never put it in the films either.
Wow.
Like I never get excited about putting like the one moment that mom randomly looked at the son.
Okay. I do like a cheer for the video.
I'll do that for
one big one.
Yeah, just that one, and then the bridal party for sure.
Yeah.
But like all the mix matching.
Oh yeah, no, we don't either.
I don't do any of that. But what I will do is I'm the one yelling and getting people excited and amped up
because it's
and
so
like,
boring.
Grandma, don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
You're over here.
Yeah, and they
Get
love
back
it and
over
they
here.
laugh.
You better roll that stroller right back over here,
Yeah.
Auntie. No, you're not going anywhere. Yeah.
God, he's so funny.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'll do
hyped about
that exactly just to help like the energy stay consistent because most of the time the couple is up there just like my cheeks hurt. I
get that somewhat my cheeks.
Yeah,
honey.
exactly. I'm like just stretch it out for a second, you know. So
Do you feed your vendors first or after?
Okay, don't even get me started on vendor meals. This is a really good one because this is all the hot takes.
I stopped eating and not caring anymore because it was too much of a hassle for me to get angry over. So I don't give a shit.
Bring your food.
Well, vendor meals become like the bane of my existence on wedding days because it's my job to make sure all these motherfuckers get fed and at the time that they want. And I usually have very little actual control over that.
Yeah.
Like I can make all
it's
the
usually
requests.
the catering, right?
And I can request it. Photo video eats first and blah blah blah. Whatever. And they're just like, go fuck off. And then I'm not gonna go back there and grill your chicken. Like I can only do what I can do.
I hate wedding chicken.
So dry.
I get that people don't go to weddings all the
so
time,
dry?
so we can have our own opinion on it because we go to weddings all the time.
Yeah.
But these people don't, so this is great. I'm like, fuck. You didn't even cook the carrots.
No.
They're just wet.
Yeah, it's usually not amazing food anyway, but we have long days and we're hungry and we get like we sit down for like 10 minutes and shove food. Like your vendors,
guys don't even eat.
Your vendors, your vendors aren't taking like an hour-long break and like going off and sitting somewhere. Like we're lucky if we get to sit and eat. Yeah. But it is a thing and I genuinely hate it. But I always I'll put it on the timeline, I'll do everything I can and then I just kind of wish and pray.
Have you ever had like a photographer, videographer like get mad at you?
A lot.
And you hear him talking shit around the corner?
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
And
I had
well, it's always photo video, and I get it. I do get it. You want to eat so then you can go back in, like, fucking understand the logic behind it. However, I can only do what I can do. And I'm usually there, like, twice as long as the photo video team. Like, our days are 14 plus hours or whatever. The photo booth comes in. Can I get a meal? I'm like, you just got here 30 minutes ago. You're here for 2 hours.
But you don't need no food?
Yes. Wild.
Yes. People come in and then they're all picky and like, now you're vegan and you didn't tell me you're vegan. No, I don't have a vegan meal for you. So you can tell this really fires me up because but it always falls on me and it's every single
It just
fucking
messes up
wedding.
your
and
logistics.
here's this part,
Allie
though.
and her logistics, man.
Last year I had a beautiful Indian wedding. Amazing couple. They had the worst coordinator of my entire life because it's a high-end wedding, so this is a high-end coordinator who thinks she's a shit wearing Gucci shoes and shit.
Yeah.
And she didn't feed the couple.
Wait.
And then the couple found out we didn't get fed. And the couple forced us to eat their food.
How awkward.
I know, and I was like, no,
I feel
I
so
don't.
guilty.
I was like, I don't care. I don't want to eat this
I'm
food.
okay.
It's okay. No, eat the food. I guess I was like, I was like, all right, we're gonna sit down and eat while you guys are hanging out over there. And this is like a lunch thing because it's an all day 3 day thing.
Yeah.
And God, I'm never gonna forget it.
Yeah,
it was
it's
that
the whole
bad.
thing.
It was that bad.
The moral of the story is feed your vendors, like vendor meal, and a lot of couples don't even know that is a thing.
Well,
so later
people
on,
have listened for 15 minutes talking
About vendor meals.
about our fucking vent session right now.
Feed
So
your
fucking
vendors, but also to the vendors, be a grown up and pack a granola bar.
Right, exactly.
Or you know, if you have special dietary situations, like
Pack your shit.
pack your own shit.
I told my team we're not gonna even we're not even going to bring it up anymore because I don't want it to be an issue.
When
I want the coordinator to love me. So
Yeah.
If I don't
when you go to your
eat.
job at Macy's or Wells Fargo, like you don't get filet. Like it's work.
Right.
Like so, figure it out.
And you got to buy your own food.
Yeah, exactly. No, there's no filet at Macy's.
Yeah, for real.
As far as I know,
Around the corner.
I've never worked at Macy's, so maybe there is.
I stole from Macy's a lot.
You did?
Yeah. In high school, we'd go and get like Guess jeans and put them under our pants.
Yeah, that was
dang.
That was a thing.
Yeah.
I did that once with
What's the most illegal thing you've ever done?
Dick's, the sporting goods store.
I love Dick's.
Or actually, no, it used to be Chicks. Now it's Dick's.
Oh, really?
What?
100%. The sporting goods store used to be called Chicks,
giggles.
and they changed it to Dick's.
Yeah.
Anyway, like when it was football season, I would put like the nice like Nike padded Under Armour on underneath, and then I would put my pants back on and then just walk out. Oh yeah, they were like I don't know, 80, 90 bucks. Yeah.
You play
Shoplifting is fun, guys.
What'd you play?
Wide receiver.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I love a good wide receiver.
I mean, I was never
That's
playing
what your
though.
OnlyFans
I was
is going to be called.
wide receiver.
I love a good wide receiver.
Sorry, I just probably peeked the shit out of this thing. Sorry.
It's all good. We got the.
Okay.
Getting spicy up in here.
Yeah. My Ritalin just did its extended release right now.
Oh,
That extra little bead came out.
It goes all day. I'm like, wow, there it
my
goes again.
God. The tears came
Here I
out.
am.
Oh, he's
The tears
crying.
came
He's
out.
actually
I cry
crying.
when I laugh.
Oh, good.
Doesn't
Okay,
happen
so
ever.
what's your lesson that you've learned in the past couple of weddings that you would, or like a story?
That you would like to share with the couple is that you
Would help them.
Yeah, that would just be helpful. Of like, hey, don't forget to do X, Y, or Z, or don't do this.
Don't do a lot of stuff.
Go for it.
Don't
Give us all your hot takes.
Don't jam pack your timeline.
Okay.
Don't even worry about your timeline.
Okay.
And just go with the flow. But a lot of times they're worried about certain things and it just drives me crazy. And so I always try to like tell them, don't worry about it. Let's not pack stuff in and let's just enjoy the day. And they just seem to think that they have to get all these things done, and then it's just sloppy towards the end, especially if you're doing like traditions and stuff, like garter, bouquet, cake cutting. So I've noticed now a lot of couples are doing like, we're gonna go sneak off and just cut the cake. We're not gonna make it a spectacle. A lot of people aren't doing garter anymore just because it's
weird.
It's weird. If you're not a party family, it's very weird.
Yeah.
If you're a fucking partier, then hell yeah, do it.
Bury that
I love
head.
the raunch. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's raunchy, but it is.
But it is.
I mean,
It can be.
Yeah, if I'm sitting there and I'm watching my daughter and her husband goes up her leg and then she goes, oh, all of a sudden, I know he fadiddled, okay? I know it. Little fadiddly, okay? And
Well, that's what I always tell people. I'm like, if you're into it, like I hate a cake cutting, but I've seen couples like be really fucking cute and do a cake cutting like really cute.
Yeah,
Or like
yeah,
if you're into it and you're like no teeth with the garter.
Yeah.
No teeth, no hands.
no hands, oh man. Yeah.
Okay, we gotta get someone to do that.
Oh man.
One of your couples will absolutely do it.
I love it.
But otherwise, skip it.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
But as far as like recommendation, I don't know. Like that's tough for me because I'm one of those people like, oh, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Is there anything that from a recent or even just this year, something that you saw that you haven't seen at a wedding before that you were like, yo, this is really sick?
Damn.
Nothing yet?
I mean, no. I mean, so
is there something
We
that you
see all
would
the
want
same
couples
stuff all
to do?
the time.
I mean, so the way I grew in my business is I was a videographer. I was a photographer, right? I shot some weddings and I wanted to do video. That was the cheat code for me because I was able to go and work with photographers and see how they do things, and it created my mold. And so, but now I don't like to hire out. Like I tell couples, you got to hire for both of us because now you have a whole congruent team, and we all know each other, and we're all going to be great together.
For photo video, you mean hire both? Okay.
Oh, I had a telephotographer at one wedding when I shot video last year. She was.
Yep, bitch.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And so I couldn't help myself. And I messaged her on Instagram and I just let her know. I was like, basically, you're a shitty person. And she just came slaughtering me and told me like, she can't believe that I texted her this. And I even told her couple, like, you guys, she was awful.
Yeah.
She thinks she's hot shit. She's somewhere in Temecula. I don't even know her name anymore, but she's a big deal, I guess. And I don't care. And I had my lights set up where I needed them for a video. And she was like, I'm like, you gotta be so fucking dramatic. Like, I get it. They're bothering you. Go get a mirrorless camera.
Also,
fucking Mark III.
Yeah. I'm like, if the couple is hiring video and they need the lights
Yes.
for the video, do your job. Like, you should be a professional to know how to work around it. You know what I mean? Like,
if anything, it helped her.
Video has to work around photographers all the fucking time.
Oh, that's it.
So don't give me the
God,
when I put up fucking lights. Yeah.
Okay, then fine.
Yeah.
Couples, if you're not gonna hire me for photo and video or anybody in that channel, you're gonna
Me too.
Yeah. If you're gonna hire two separate people that don't know each other, and say you're hiring me for video, you know how I work. Tell the photographer that video is gonna not take precedence, but also take the same precedence as the photographer.
Yes.
Please
100%.
talk to your photographer and let them know that, because sometimes
hey,
photographers don't care.
Yeah.
They fuck you, video. Go sit on the side.
That's how it was at that
hate
wedding.
it.
The wedding that I told you about, where they hired me last second. Like, they were like, oh, the
And then you just
There's
gotta
very
just grin
often
and bear.
beef between the photo and video. There's very often
the most.
beef.
I think like one of the most disrespectful things recently at that wedding. I introduced myself. I'm a pretty charismatic, fun dude to kick it with, right?
Pat
And hang
yourself on
out.
the back a little bit more,
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And I am fucking cool.
Handsome, smart, successful.
I introduce and give my name. I do it twice with people I've never worked with, because usually the first time it just goes in one ear and out.
Yeah,
the
because
other.
you're just like,
Yeah. Nice to meet you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. And then 10 minutes later, I'm like, hey, just a reminder, my name's Kyle. Let me know if I'm in your shot. Get out of the way. And he responded with, thank you. Cool. Sounds good.
Yeah.
For the rest of the day, he kept calling me video. You motherfucker. Don't call me video.
Yeah.
I gave you my name. You can at least ask for my name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was pissed.
Yeah, that's not very nice.
I mean,
That's
wasn't for
awful.
the couples
Makes me
anyway,
really
but that
mad.
was just
no,
for me. But,
no, for real. And it just makes a poor work environment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not inspired. You're pissed off.
I feel bad for the couple because they're
100%.
uncomfortable
100%.
in front of them.
Yeah,
it was
100%.
just,
Well, and when there's just vendors should all, nobody should have the ego. We're all on the same team.
Ego
It's
is the
really,
hardest thing
it
about
is. It is. And we're all just playing for the same team,
Yeah.
with a common goal. And
Yeah.
really, it doesn't matter what you think, or it's amazing because it's in every category. I mean, it'll be a photo, video, it'll be a florist. There's one florist in particular that does not actually give a fuck about what her clients think at all. And day of, I've
that's
seen her
rough.
make so many crazy executive decisions where I was but that's
no, this is going here.
yeah, we're ditching this, and I'm they paid a lot of money, whatever.
That's crazy.
DJs certainly can decide they're running the show instead of me, and I'm the most laid back coordinator. Usually the planners are the problems sometimes too.
Yeah.
But I just want
be.
everyone. I just want everyone to have fun.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just want everyone
Yeah.
to get along. I want all the teams to win.
You want everyone to pop the champagne.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's supposed to be that way though.
Yeah, that's a good
See what I
plug.
did
That was a
there?
good
Thanks
plug.
for the
That
plug.
was great. That was great. That's
but
another
it's-
thing too. Hire a good DJ.
Yeah.
So a few months ago, they hired a friend, I believe, and
The friend DJ.
The friender in general.
you're doing toasts and the mic cuts out. That's the most awkward thing in the world.
Yeah.
And then obviously for post, it's just going to be a shitty
Or even for
toast
worse,
video.
for the ceremony.
Oh no! Yeah.
The wireless mic? No,
A,
just
D-
stay
a
with
DJ,
the wire,
a DJ tried
please.
to blame us. Were you guys flying your drone? The drone interfered. I was like, I wasn't flying my drone during
And the drone has
ceremony.
nothing to do
yeah,
with
and it
it.
doesn't. Yeah, especially that part too. Just not.
Dumb.
It was them. You guys were
Dumb.
so high. It wasn't us. Because they hired their friends. Fucking, they were zoinked, and I was like, "What do you?" It wasn't us. I
Yeah.
didn't do shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
God.
Any friender
I love it.
I question a lot, and sometimes they are a real vendor that also happen to be a friend, but generally it's not a good
LA
idea.
DJs
And
don't
DJs are the worst because especially being in most of our work's in LA, and everyone's friend is a DJ.
Yeah.
Great mix.
Yep.
But they don't know how to.
Some
On the
of them are
live,
like,
on the
okay,
live entertainment.
hello.
You know what I mean?
And
It's
see,
live entertainment. Yeah,
well,
it's
and
hard.
they might be a legit club DJ that is
Right.
amazing, but this is not a club.
Yeah.
And
This is a wedding. Yeah.
Grandma still needs to be introduced.
Right,
And
right.
there's certain things I don't care. If my clients tell me that they're club DJ famous or any musician, I'm
Yeah.
like, this is gonna be terrible.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd be a
I'm
great
not
DJ.
excited about
There
this.
was a wedding this weekend was I would say I think was a friender DJ, and I actually used what Jack Farmer suggested, and he said something along the lines of I'm here to help orchestrate and tell the people what is going to happen, because people at weddings for whatever reason they just are dumb and they don't know when to sit down, they don't know when to stand up, they don't know where cocktail
They
hour
get
is.
a lot
Even
of
though there's a
direction.
sign
Right.
literally right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
They don't know where to see. All all this stuff. So I told the DJ, I was like, hey, just so you know, something I heard recently that I thought was helpful is to tell the people what is going to be happening and help orchestrate
you had
it.
a talk with
and
the DJ like that.
He did much better the rest of the evening.
And that's great that he didn't have an ego then.
Yeah. He did not. He was super chill. Yeah,
that's great.
He was super chill.
You were coaching him how to DJ. I mean, I've
I
had
used
to
to
for sure
DJ,
do that.
so
I've had to like be like, and now you're going to say this.
Yeah.
Like I've actually taken the mic from one DJ one time. Literally. And this angel voice on the microphone. I was like, whatever I will do will be better than what is happening right now. I was like, you're done. You're no longer the MC. Only one time. That was really bad.
I don't know why I keep getting these crazy weddings. I forgot to tell you guys. The wedding we just shot on Sunday, the planner got into a car accident, and there was only one day of planner coordinator. Oh, no. So there's no planner. So Stephanie and I were both playing coordinator, photo, and video.
Which works only for what we do. I can't be like, all right, Floral, you ready?
Yeah. You're not like communicating with catering.
Right,
exactly. DJ only got an email of a list of songs, but there was no time, there was no order. Damn. So I literally am standing there with the DJ for like 10 minutes of just like, hey, this is how things go. Because it was clear he just hadn't done a wedding.
How'd the day go?
Some janky-ass wedding
I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on right now.
You need to turn that wedding juju around.
I don't know.
How'd the day go, though? Did it?
I mean, it went.
Yeah,
the couple
bad. Okay.
The couple had a lot of fun. The couple was super grateful that we were able to like help step in and help it. Because like the expertise and the experience at that point in time, everyone just shut up and was like, Kyle, Stephanie, what's next? Please tell me. And I was like, oh yeah, we're doing this.
Well,
DJ
someone has to do that role. Like I
didn't want to do that role.
No,
you know
hell
I mean?
no.
Like,
you're focused on things you gotta get done.
It shouldn't be your role, but that is why. I mean, that's our sales pitch for hiring coordinators always too. Like at least somebody to be doing that because it does not run itself. Like people think that it will, and it will not. Yeah. For sure. Mm-hmm. Well, Joey, where can people find you? Where can they Insta stalk you and on the web and all those things? Are on the TikTok? Are you on the TikTok?
I'm trying TikTok because if you get to 10,000, you start making TikTok money.
We like that.
Yeah, but for some reason, I just, I'm not I don't know. I'm going to be more self-aware. I'm just not that. I'm not that guy.
I don't know. Maybe this will be the podcast.
Oh, you know what?
Videos that just fucking explore.
I hope so. I like to think I'm funny, but maybe I'm too cringe. It's just Joey Reger.
No, we love it. Joey Reger.
.com, Instagram.
JOEY.
REGER. It's an auto. Either way you spell it. I gotta stop.
It auto populates.
No, it's like a Hannah race car. Any way you spell it backwards and forwards.
Wait, what's?
Oh, I just.
It's not an auto.
It is.
No, that's not the word. Taylor, look it up.
It's called an auto.
An auto?
Yeah.
What's
an auto? It's called an auto and
an anagram.
Onomatopoeia?
Not an anagram.
What is it?
I'm a 7.
Onomatopoeia. No, it's called something else.
Onomatopoeia sounds
a
like
word that is spelled the same forward and backward.
Race car like that?
Yeah, race car.
Noon.
Palindrome. A palindrome.
Fucking palindrome. I don't know why I call it an auto.
I wasn't gonna let you just have that.
I'm gonna have it. Find out.
If I were a listener, I would be listening, and being like, "It's called a fucking palindrome." Like someone screaming at their radio in their car.
What is it called? What is it called?
I went to college. I went to vocational.
Palindrome.
I heard you went to vocational school, and it served you well.
Bringing that up. I failed every class in Ireland. I made an 18-month course into like 26 months. I'm not kidding.
Thank you. It's a palindrome.
Yeah. Okay.
Joey Reger?
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming.
Look it up.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on today. We so appreciate it.
Yeah.
Woo!
Oh, that's how you spell it right there.
You really have to watch this episode for anyone who's listening.
Really
you're really going to have to look on YouTube because it's worth it.
Like, subscribe, tell everyone, then you share it. Then
just
tell
to
them
see
to
everyone
like
doing the garter with no teeth.
That's perfect.
I love it. All right. See you next Tuesday.
Peace.